I'm Joseph Cummins. I'm the agronomist here at the Scott Learning Center, and today we'll be talking with you about our ThryvOn Technology trial that we had here in Scott. This trial, it consisted of 3 parts. We had a plant-based threshold, a insect-based threshold, and an untreated plot across ThryvOn Technology as well as a check. These treatments that we had throughout the trial, the plant-based threshold, each week we would go through and we would look at the plant and we would check square retention. And from this, we'd look at the upper 3 to 5 positions on the plant, see where there's missing fruit, and collect data from that to see when we would trigger a threshold for needing of a spray for plant bugs. And then we'd move from that plot, would go to the next, which would be the insect-based plot, to where we would take sweep nets or drop cloths, depending on what stage the cotton was at, and we would sweep it or beat the plants to look at the insects and keep count of how many insects were in each plot, or in the insect-based threshold of the plot. And then from that, we would discuss the numbers that we had collected, and we would look at state recommendation on if it would trigger a spray. If it would trigger a spray, we would treat the plot, and that's how we conducted this trial. We had an untreated portion of this trial as well that did not get anything all year. That portion of the trial, we would do the same checks in it as we would do across the rest of them, just to see if the insects were there, what the pressure looked like. I would say over the year we had a moderate plant bug pressure here in Scott for the most part. Wasn't too high, but there was pressure at times, and the untreated held up well. At the end of the year, once we got the leaves off the cotton and the bolls were opening up, you could tell a pretty significant visual difference between the ThryvOn Technology cotton as well compared to the check.
When you have a technology such as ThryvOn Technology present in a field, it may alter the way those insects move or behave or feed or reproduce or some other part of their ecology or biology that leads us as crop managers to have to change the way that we go out and scout. Whether that's we have to learn to lean more upon the plant-based measurements, in other words, fruit retention at certain periods of time through the year, or we have to go out and consider simply whether or not the field contains ThryvOn, or we alter the number of times that we need to go out and scout a cotton field. Because ThryvOn Technology is offering us some advantage there, controlling some of the insects or repelling some of the insects or whatever may happen. I think all of those are topics for research for the future. And I look forward as a cotton entomologist and cotton manager get into those deeper in 2021 and beyond.